Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Cibao FC versus Hope FA in the 2024 CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Semifinals Leg 2. 3-2 on aggregate for Cibao. They probably will advance with that scoreline, but something crazy could happen. Cibao FC contra Hope FA en la Copa Caribe de la CONCACAF Semifinals. Partido vuelta 3-2 global. Cibao presuntiva finalista. We'll see how it goes, though. Happy Halloween to everybody. We got 2 games tonight. Of course, again, see if we get the $25 super chats for the election night stream against my better judgment, but somebody was trying to push it, so I'm praying for you, man. I'm praying for you. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. For Cibao, Miguel Lloyd, Julio Murillo, Rivaldo Correa, Harold Charles, Luis Quezada, Darren Gonzalez, John Lopez, Jose Barreto, Leon Torres, Ernesto Trinidad, and Juan Diaz. For Cibao. For Hope, Guli Elien, Peterson Pierre, Jimmy Guillaume, Angelo Exilius, Daniel St. Fleur, Judy Johnson, Steve Mondestin, Iveto Dort, Elisan Duce, Watts, Leazard, and Clifford Luis John for this game. It is what it is, man. At least you have a story to tell her. At least you have a story to tell her. I want to hear how this goes down when you get a chance. So Friday, I want to hear how this goes down. With that being said, we're getting ready to go. The winner of this game plays Cavalier in the final late November on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, on Thanksgiving Day, they play this. I think it's the Caribbean Cup I was reading. First leg of the final on Thanksgiving Day. One of them are. And the second leg, first week of December. So, we shall see how it goes. And it's up. They're in Cibao, playing in Cibao. The winner, which probably will be Cibao, plays Cavalier. The loser goes to play Mocha in the third place match that same time period. The winner of the third place match goes to CONCACAF. The fourth place team is the last one out. Here we go. Hope wearing white. Cibao wearing orange. Santiago de los Caballeros, Dominican Republic, Estadio Cibao. It's a pretty nice little stadium, I won't lie. Oh, wait, they're the one with the tree. Oh, they're the one with the tree. I love that. Oh, yeah, right. While I'm at it, let's talk about the NFL picks that I did. I got Houston over the Jets. I got Dallas over Falcons. Leafs up 1-0. Good. Buffalo. I got Buffalo over Miami. I got Cincinnati over Vegas. I got Chargers over Cleveland. I got Patriots over Titans. Baltimore over Denver. Washington over the Giants. Saints over Carolina. Eagles over Jacksonville. Bears over Cardinals. Lions over Packers. Rams over Seahawks. Vikings over Colts. And Chiefs over Bucks. That's what I got. So there's that. So it's been put on the record. Not that many? Oh, it's okay. All right. Trying to figure this out here. Okay, so Central American Cup goes behind the Caribbean Cup stuff. Tracker, full predictions. Okay. All right, we got it. Cincy beating Las Vegas. Is Cincy good or the Raiders ass? The Raiders are ass, my opinion. Who will Cavalier face in the final? It looks like Cibao, but we'll see how that plays out. Mocha will play the loser of this tie. Cibao has a 2-3 lead on aggregate. See how that goes. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. You think that stack of papers is crazy? You think this stack of papers is crazy? Just if I get that $25 super chat and do an election live stream, I'm going to have like a notebook full of notes and like results from like the last 2 elections. I'm going to go full Kornacki. I probably should just start making that notebook now just in case. But like grabbing results and polls and state counties to write down the results per county and all that. If I'm covering it, but it's going to suck filling out a notebook full of that. At your stadium, because they had 2 red cards. November 5th. The one that's happening in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days. As I said, I've been saying if I get $25 worth of super chats by Sunday night, which is the last time I'm live before Election Day, I'll do a watch along for the election. Against my better judgment. But somebody was saying, hey, maybe you should go live for the election. I'm like, okay, but pay me. As, on my own time, I don't know if that's the best idea, but if I get paid, if I have a 25 is probably not enough, but you know, I was just making it a doable goal. I want it to be worth my time. It's going to be like 7 hours first. Second of all, if not more. Second of all, it's really going to be walking down the tightrope. We won't because we suck. And Vancouver probably won't win MLS Cup. It's sad. I think he fell, but not because he got pushed. I think he fell because he was intoxicated. And it wasn't really him jumping. I think he fell because he was intoxicated, not because he was pushed. Not because he was pushed out a window like a Russian disgraced oligarch. He fell because he was intoxicated, overdosing or intoxicated. He fell that way. But it's sad. You know, I was always a fan of One Direction. I was always a fan of their music. I enjoyed their songs. I liked them as solo artists too. And it sucks to see somebody from a band you grew up listening to pass away that early, but especially like that. It's sad. His soul was a very tortured soul, especially after One Direction broke up. And the way the band broke up was sort of what led to that. So it's sad to see the path that he was on lead to this. When he was such a bright, wholesome young man during the band's time. But what happened behind the scenes during the band and after the breakup definitely led him to a path that led to this. And it's horribly sad. It's horribly, very sad. And you don't want to see that happen. It's sort of like Amy Winehouse or other celebrities that just doesn't go well for them. Even if they're at the top of the world, you just don't know. Or at least if you think they're at the top of the world. Start 11 for Cibao: Lloyd, Torres, Murillo, Gonzalez, Trinidad, Lopez, Charles, Barreto, Quezada, Correa Diaz. So, Habs playing Capitals 0-0. Even an MLS team. Toronto, you might beat because we're trash, but didn't Columbus, or not Columbus, did Cincinnati come in there and win? Shaven Green, the referee. O'Shea Nation, the fourth official. Good. I mean, that's a fair way to look at it, and I'm not trying to that's a fair way to look at it as well. But there's just a connection, for better, for worse, that the fans had with that band, especially the fans who grew up listening to that band. And I was one of them. Eliane, Dort, Pierre, Guillaume, Douce, Jean, Judy, Exilius, Lazard, Mondestin, and 48 is... Or it's not. I'm trying to figure out. Mondestin. Luis John. Yeah. Luis John. I forgot to put him up there. But I get it. I get that way to look at it. I understand it. White versus orange. White shirts for Real Hope. Orange for Cibao. But again, it just depends on what your connection to the band was at the time. And you can also admit that there are dark forces behind the scenes. And that's all I'm saying. No matter how you slice it, that's true. So. But I understand your look at it. I understand it. I won't screech about it like some people would. I can understand that side of things. And we're off. But I just hate to see it, really. Like when you know it stems from the dark forces behind the scenes at the top of the game, it sucks. You know, it sucks because especially when you've seen a person change from afar that you were a fan of and you've seen them change from afar for the worst, it just does something. It just does something to you. Header over the bar. Cibao should advance, but we'll see what happens over the 90 minutes. The 89 left. Then we move on to Herediano versus Ralistelli after that. The winner of that plays Alajuelense, and it's also 0-0 on aggregate. So 3 of these 4 semifinals were 0-0 on aggregate going into the second leg. And that means anything can happen. It's the only one that's really that clear cut. Yeah, it seems like it. Crazily enough, I think she's married. She has a kid. So, I don't know. Maybe you should be happy about what your life has brought you. It's not like her husband's a nobody. I mean, he's a somebody. Orlando Bloom, I think. They're still together, I think. But, yeah, she's kind of washed, but kind of did it to herself working with Dr. Luke. But, you know. That's neither here nor there. But sometimes when you're, let's just put it like this, Katy Perry's songs are more party girl-esque, like California Girls, Last Friday Night. At some point, you're going to grow out of that. I mean, Roar's like the only one that was more of a empowerment anthem to a certain extent. I mean, most of her, you kind of grow out of that. I won't lie. And then she tried to go back to that with a tinge of empowerment, you know, and it with a producer who probably flies in the face of all that if they know you're working with them. And yeah, didn't really work for her. Besides, people would rather listen to Olivia Rodrigo or Billie Eilish or Sabrina Carpenter right now. Even people who were fans of Katy Perry back then. So Taylor Swift, for some reason, is I like her music, but for some reason, I don't really understand how she's so enduring. Like, she's not even Dolly Parton. Like, if you're like, but Taylor Swift's like the modern day Dolly Parton. No. Saved. No. No. That's disrespectful to Dolly. That's disrespectful to Dolly. That's just my opinion there, though. Hell. Cibao goal. Jesus Christ, Tubi falls back like a freaking whatever. We'll get to it. We'll watch it play out. 8th minute. Man, Tubi's weird. It still says 0-0 on the CONCACAF website, though. Man, Tubi sucks. Why does it just keep falling back? And there's the goal. 1-0 Rivaldo. Number 9. 8:20. 8:22, and they're going to check it. Exactly. Man, it hurt to see Norm pass, though. Rivaldo Correa scores a goal, but they may just take it away. That's why it's still 0-0. They look like it was offside. Yeah. I mean, the man went after OJ on Weekend Update for years on end. Man, that was, I guess it's a goal. Rivaldo Correa scores. We think. They're checking it on VAR. Rivaldo Correa has the goal if it stands, but it's not even on the scoreboard yet. Huh. It is a goal. It is a goal for Cibao, Rivaldo Correa. 1-0, 1-0 esta noche, 4-2 global. And that is that. Well, that would be that. Real Hope has to score 3 goals just to take the lead on aggregate. They need 3 away goals. I don't know if they'll do that on the road, per se. So, we'll see. 10 minutes in. Playing forward. They'll be cleared away. Goal kick for Cibao. Cibao doing what they normally do. That's pretty much what I can say. 10:36. Eleventh minute, 4-2, 4-2. But it does count for Cibao. They were looking at it, but it counts. Twelfth minute. That's offside there. Offside call. Cleared away. Ah. Twelfth minute. Braun. How would I be dressed like Braun? Oh, it's Risklander. Joker boy. Risklander, what? Dude. The muscles and beard. I'm not tall enough. I don't even have the tattoos. No. I think VAR's been a joke for the most part. I think it's been a joke for the most part. I think VAR's a joke. I think it's not done right. I think what it was supposed to be is not how it's done. But VAR's a joke. Like, they just look at anything. Like, the mistake better be clear and obvious, but they look at anything. You're supposed to look at every goal. I get it. They look at every scoring play in the NFL. It's Joe Boo. It's Major League. Well, baseballism, but it's Joe Boo. He's kind of spooky. I thought it would work for Halloween. He's kind of spooky. You know? I mean, if you drink Joe Boo's rum, you'll have a baseball bat go to the back of your head. So that's spooky to me. You know? It's spooky to me. 2-0 Capitals. Damn. But no, I don't like VAR. I don't. Not for the what it's become. Not for what it's become. And you could say, but NFL football's had instant replay. College football's had instant replay all your life. MLB has instant replay. The difference is MLB, when they challenge something, the teams challenge the call. They don't ever really review things on their own. But when teams get a little bit ticky, at least you know it's the manager of the other team who's ticky about it. So it's like, okay, sure. When it comes to replay review in baseball. Hockey, I have no problem with the Situation Room in Toronto, even though they do screw the Leafs a lot. I have no problem with the Situation Room. They always are well placed, in my opinion. Good challenge from Marty. No goal. Offside. So, really, I just don't get why it's so, like, VAR came out so late compared to what hockey did with the Situation Room to baseball replay. I think baseball replay review came in, about 2 years before VAR did? NFL, been around before I was born. Same thing with college football. NBA challenges have been around for most of my life, college basketball, but the way it is in football, association football, VAR is just, it's not done right. It's not used right in most leagues. Like, it's supposed to be for clear and obvious errors. The teams can't challenge anything. This comes from a referee inside of a truck looking at like 8 screens or whatever, or a building in the middle of nowhere. Well, in the middle of a city, but whatever, you get my point. And they're sitting watching at 8 screens. Cross in. Like, if MLB umpires got to control the replay reviews, oh my God, just imagine how bad that would be. Knowing that there's so many bang-bang plays at first, sometimes you have to pick your battles. But every bang-bang play at first base, just think of it like this. MLB replay review, if there was every bang-bang play at first base, or just any base, if it was controlled by the umpires, they'd look at everything. I guarantee you, like, every 3 or 4 outs, we get a replay review. I think they were smart to have it be dictated by the coaches when it came to MLB. I know you can't really do, well, no, you could. You could. I think VAR should be, because the NFL's done sort of a middle ground where every touchdown's looked at. Every goal should be looked at. I'm not mad at that. What I am saying is that if there's something that a coach wants to challenge, because I think a coach would know more than a referee who's sitting behind a TV screen or a wall of TV screens, the red zone style number of screens, would be like, okay, I think this was wrong. I think that call was wrong. I think it would clean up VAR to a certain extent. I'm not saying the coach could challenge everything. He should have a number of challenges. But if you do that, that sort of sets the tone for what can be pulled down from the box, from the VAR official. If you have a coach who challenges something, and yes, when it comes to penalties and fouls and mistaken identity and offsides and such, well, offsides normally after a goal anyway, but which they check every goal just like they check every touchdown in the NFL, no matter what time of the game it is. To me, I believe that coaches should have like 3 VAR challenges per game. And if they get their challenge right, they keep the challenge. If the challenge is wrong, they lose a challenge. But what about stoppage time? They already want 20 minutes of stoppage time, so what's the worst that could happen? But I think if the coach, the manager pushes it, and it's like, hey, that's a penalty, throw the flag, or whatever your challenge marker is. Or he just tells the 4th official, hey, I want to challenge that call. I want to challenge that missed call. Now, I've seen them stop play for injuries they shouldn't stop play for. Drop ball. And actually, if you want to make it, and hey, if you want to make it detrimental, instead of a drop ball, an indirect free kick in the offensive zone. Or you start with a corner. Okay, yeah, we'll go there. In my opinion, if you lose a challenge on VAR, if it's a coach's challenge, and that's how the VAR review is taken, and it's the wrong call, or you didn't flip it, the challenge doesn't go your way, there should be something like a set piece how the game restarts. It's pulled to your 18, you're 20 yards out, or it's a corner. It's not even a drop ball. If you basically inconvenience the refs like that, which I don't know if it's inconvenience, but you get my point. You tell the fourth official to be like, hey, review. He pulls up a board saying review, challenge. Or a board that says challenge or something that's like, whatever. They have to go to the monitor for this one, of course. I believe that would sort of make VAR less used. 10 goals for Caulfield, 1-1 off the power play. I believe VAR would be less incessant. I think VAR would be less incessant in this game as it is now if there were challenges. I think that sets the tone. I think challenges set the tone for how VAR should be used. Of course, the referees can still look at anything they want if they're told to. But there's some things that they miss completely that I'd throw the challenge flag for, in my opinion. And if they miss it, then they go to the monitor and they don't see anything, and the call is you lose your challenge, free kick to X team or corner to X team to restart the play. Fair. I'm totally fine with that. But I think if there's challenges, VAR would be less invasive in the game in multiple levels. But I think that should be tried, in my opinion. I don't care if that's too unclassical for you. I think that's a good idea. You want to stop VAR from intruding as much as it does. Besides the goals, that's how you do it. I think that's a genius idea. 2-1 Habs. Oh, good for them. But I think that's a genius idea. Challenges should come to association football. That's a genius idea. My point. My idea. 22nd minute. 1-0. 1-0. And we're not that behind. I'll keep paying attention. Two one Habs, good. Foul, free kick. Twenty-fourth minute. Gallagher deflected. 1-0, 1-0 esta noche, 4-2 y global. 4-2 global. Cibao doing what they got to do. Twenty-fourth minute, 25th minute. Player down. Goalie has the ball. Player gets down on the ball. '26th minute. (1-0). 1-0 esta noche. '27th minute. (1-0). Cross in, played down, nothing there. Still 1-0. Working the game through. '20th minute. Here comes Raul Hope. Can they pick up 3 goals is the question. They can't do that. As time goes on, they're in a position where they need to pick up 3 goals, and time's running out for them to even pick up the first one to put himself into a good position. '28 shot, saved. Happy Halloween, y'all. How we doing? Happy Halloween, boys. 29th minute. Capitals tie it. Jeez, that sucks. A couple of seconds behind at this point, but we could deal. Won't have to worry about that for the next stream because that's on Fox Soccer Plus, thankfully. '29th minute. Plays forward. What's your favorite candy? Oh, that's the question that I think everybody's wanted. I don't know. We talk about favorite candies now. Here we go. Favorite candy. Let's see. Man, there's so many. I love pink Starburst. I love M&M's, Skittles, Tootsie Rolls, Nerds. I like those. I like Pop Rocks, Kit Kats. I'd say Kit Kats are my favorite candy bar. Whether they're chocolate, white chocolate, or strawberry or whatever, I love Kit Kats. They're awesome. I don't know if we would say Nutty Buddies, Nutty Bars, Little Debbie Nutty Bars. I don't know if those count as more like snack cakes or candy, but I'm going to say more like snack cake sort of level. But those count as candy bars, I guess. Nutty Bars as well. Nutty Buddies, but zebra cakes are definitely snack cakes. Those you ain't going to get those I don't think anybody's going to give you a nutty bar during Halloween or zebra cake, so that doesn't count. I'm just going by things what you would get during Halloween. But I love Starburst. Not yellow ones, but I love pink ones are the best. Favorites are the best, but I do like cherry. I do like orange, but I don't like yellow Starburst. Yellow Starburst are just, no. No. Cross in. Header, Cibao saved. You like Mexican candy? I've never really had Mexican candy. So that's I don't think I've ever had Mexican candy. I'd like to try it. I'm sure it's great. I'd love to look into it. You know, but yeah, there's a lot of candies that I like, to be honest. There's a lot more that I like that I don't like. You know, Almond Joy, I don't like. Mounds, the candy bar, I don't like. Just to make that clear. Fruit roll-ups, I like fruit roll-ups. Yeah, I like Gushers. I like fruit Gushers. Probably should throw the fruit in front of it. I don't mind the other though. What's wrong with Almond Joy? I'm just not a fan of almonds. And coconut, yeah, you know. Coconuts, I'm not too fond of, but it's really the almond, really. You just put both of that together, it's just, no. And I like peanuts. Other, no, not really. Not really. No. Pecans, no, not really. No, not really. Walnuts, no, not really. Almonds, no. I do like peanuts, though. Especially boiled peanuts. I love boiled peanuts. I love boiled peanuts. They're amazing. Especially. Peanut butter's good, too, but I can eat peanuts. I can eat tree nuts, but I love boiled peanuts. I love boiled peanuts. Whether they're canned, I've never made my own. I'd love to make my own boiled peanuts, for sure. I'd love to try that, per se. I'd love to try that. Now, would it happen? I wonder if there's. Hold on, I want to look some up just to look. I'm sure you can. You have to brine them first and then boil them in the brine. Ah, so there is. Okay. There is 38th minute, 1-0. Roasted cashews. No, not exactly. As iconic Southern delicacy, boiled peanuts are unique and delicious comfort food that are symbolic of Southern hospitality. This tutorial, I'll show you how to boil peanuts to replicate those fabulous roadside boiled peanuts you know and love. See what they got. Stop with the folderol. 35th minute. Now, if you boiled them, though, maybe. Boiled peanuts are a classic Southern snack made by simply boiling raw, unshelled peanuts in salted water for several hours till they're soft and tender and fused with a salty brine. Traditionally, only salt is used for flavoring, but you can find vendors selling a variety of flavors such as Cajun, garlic, and dill pickle, to name a few. I'd throw some dill pickle, some pickle juice in there. Make them a little bit more sour. Give them some salt and then some sour. Yeah. Maybe some dill. Try to get a little bit sour. Garlic wouldn't be bad. Maybe throw a garlic clove in there. Maybe throw a crushed garlic clove in there. Yeah. Now I kind of want to do some boiled peanuts on my own. Let's see. Well, we do have a slow cooker, so that's good. 36 minute, 1-0. Just buy a bag of peanuts. Just buy a bag of ballpark peanuts, and then just boom. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. You know? Maybe 2. But apple candy. Depends on what we're talking about, but I like caramel apples. 36 minute. Don't care about where they originated. Can use raw peanuts instead. Okay, I was like, okay. How long they need to be boiled. Okay. So the raw has to be boiled longer. Okay. See, this game is honestly over and it's boring. I don't see Real Hope doing anything. So now we're just talking about boiled peanuts and candy. Man, I want to make my own boiled peanuts. It's hard to find the cans sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even look yesterday. That's the sad part. I didn't even look. Damn. And if they are, they're only at Walmart. But I didn't even look for the cans of boiled peanuts, which is just sad, honestly. And sometimes they're the smaller can than the bigger can, which just sucks too, you know? Had them for like, what, a year? Had them for like a year. Like I got a couple after, like at Boomtown while I was going. We were coming home from, I think it was from when we were coming home from the Smokies, and then, or maybe it was when, no, it was coming home. I think the chips were during and then some after. But salt, S&V chips from Tom's, because those are good too. But I like sour. I like sour and tart. I do. I like sweet too, but I do have a taste for sour and salty and tart. I love pickles. I love extra pickles on my burgers. I'll eat pickles, whether they're just brine cucumbers or actual dill pickle chips that were store-bought. I'll do either. Boiled peanuts, pretty salty. I wouldn't say sour, but if you throw some pickle juice in there, you know, some dill, maybe a garlic clove, I would. Maybe I can make some better boiled peanuts at home than actually the store-bought ones. And if I do that, I would not mind. I would not mind. Promo's playing well tonight. Good to hear. Favorite pie? Apple pie, but with like a graham. I wouldn't say a graham cracker covering, but is that what it is? But like an apple pie, but it has, of course, the pie covering, like the pie crust. But you put like a graham cracker sugar on top, like a graham cracker crumble. That's my favorite. Apple pie with a graham cracker crumble over the top of it, so it's like still has the pie shell, but you put a graham cracker crumble on top, and maybe have a little bit of that graham cracker crumble inside. Ooh. Head or white. Ooh, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. You like mud pie? No, not really. But again, let's see what this says. I need to keep reading. Roasted peanuts lack the moisture content necessary for achieving the right texture. You must use either raw or raw green peanuts. 3 halves. Well, good for them. Traditional boiled peanut flavor variations. Salt, show them their natural flavor. Italian seasoning. Okay. Seasoning, salt, barbecue. Hampton Farms raw peanuts. '40th minute, 1-0. Corner for Raul Hope. So, place the peanuts, large pot with water. With water. How much? Like covering them? Add salt, stir to combine, stir in any additional seasonings if using. Bring the pot to a boil over medium-high heat. Once it reaches a boil, reduce the heat to medium-low, cover, and let the peanuts simmer. Weigh peanuts down with a large dinner plate to ensure they remain immersed under water. Allow the peanuts to simmer for 2 to 4 hours. 5 to 8 for raw. 5 to 8 hours for raw peanuts, depending on the desired tenderness. Check the peanuts occasionally for desired doneness. Some people prefer them very soft, almost mushy, while others like them firmer. Check the water level periodically. Add more water as needed. Did you get the... No. I went to Culver's yesterday. I love Culver's. It's amazing. First time in a couple of years, like 5. Oh, here it is. 2 pounds of raw peanuts in the shell, 4 quarts of water, 1/3 to a half cup of kosher or sea salt. Probably I'd use pink salt personally, but whatever. Maybe I should use more salt for that. Either way. 3 tablespoons of seasoning of choice. Maybe add a little bit of dill pickle juice or some in there as well. Six hours and 10 minutes. 10 servings. 418 calories per serving. Like what, 1 bag? There you go. Nothing nuts in Texas and Jets. 43rd minute. See where we are now? But there you go. Thoughts on Zilla Fatou being invited to a Montreal Canadiens game with Sami Zayn. He went to train with Sammy in Montreal as well. That's nice. That game from my eye looks like a very defensive game. For the crime of looking in my eye. Did you just look into my eye? Sorry. Damn. Well, I am going to do that later. I will find that again. Do that later. I'm trying that. I'm trying that boiled peanuts, homemade boiled peanuts recipe. I will find it. I will try it. All right. We will try that. You like Smiling Friends? Yes. Did you not see the post I made on my community tab? I was like, I wish I dressed up like Mr. Jester from Smiling Friends today. I was like, I wish I dressed up like Mr. Jester. For the crime of looking in my eye. Cross in. It'd be crazy if I didn't like an Adult Swim show. What happened? I wasn't able to make the costume. Which really, I could have bought a red shirt. You couldn't get it. No, they've never made that costume. I would have had to make it myself. Like, I could have worn a red or a rainbow shirt with red pants and put a horn, like red horn on my shoes. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was making the eye. Because I would have had to make that myself. And I'm not the most crafty. I'm very creative. Except for like painting, drawing. I can build things, but like my best idea was like, styrofoam, like a white styrofoam ball you like core out and then like cut the bottom off of and something like that. 3-0 Leafs, good. They cut the bottom out of and then paint the eye on there. That was my best idea. Besides, I didn't get invited to a Halloween party anyway. 1 minute left at stoppage time. Now, could I have worn it during stream? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I could have. That would have been funny. But speaking in Spamtopian for the whole stream, it's basically what I was just doing about boiled peanuts because nobody probably knows what I'm talking about. Spamtopian. No more rules. No more rules. And I could have bought a cheap like crown in a party city, you know. Think about the flat Earth episode. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that one. Bruins are getting spanked. Love to see it. Raul Hope trying to take a shot, but yeah, of course the Hurricanes spanked him. I don't know if I've seen it. I think I've. No. I have to see it. Jets fans are wearing bags. Same old Jets. The Alien episode. And it's halftime, 1-0. Spamtopia? I was saying I don't think I've seen every episode. Penguins are losing 1-0 to the Ducks. I ain't going to say anything. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight. We will be back for stats at the second half or before the half. And there we go. 1-0, 1-0 esta noche, 4-2 global, 4-2 on aggregate. Looks like Cibao's going to advance. There ain't much for them to do, but do. Oh, the Jets are wearing their black jerseys on Halloween. With that being said, we'll be back for the second half. Sit tight, be back. We're back for the stats, the half. No touchdown, they're reviewing the play. That's crazy. Okay, 1 shot to 2, 1 shot on goal to 2 shots on goal. No assists on either side. 8 steals to 4, 10 fouls to 8. 38% possession to 66% possession. 1 offside to 0. 0 corner kicks to 2. 81 correct passes to 204. 27 incorrect passes to 37. We got 78% pass accuracy to 80% pass accuracy. 2 yellows to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. 4-2 global. 4-2 on aggregate. This game honestly sucks. Cibao's done what they have to do. They have the lead. It really isn't anything but what it is. I mean, Cibao has the lead at home. I do not see them blowing a 3-goal or allowing 3 goals no matter what and not scoring at least one more time. I don't see it. That would at least send them to a penalty shootout. If they allow 3 goals and score another, they go to a penalty shootout. I do not see them not getting that. I think they're going to be just fine. Nobody, nope. Nobody really comes down this road. They never have, really. You know? I don't mind it. We don't have any candy. We don't have any candy. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Damn, really. I guess there's always some of those, but I mean, this street is a pretty safe street. It's not a horrible area, so I just don't know why, frankly, but it is what it is. Monterey wants Mauro Icardi. Monterey is interested in Mauro Icardi. What the? I did not expect that. Didn't expect that. But we're here for Halloween. Link to watch the game. Oh, yeah. Tubi. Let me put that link in. Tubi. Here it is. Same. It's like just gotten more dead. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, to be honest. That's the same thing that happened here. I'd say it started getting dead around what, 2016? 2015, 16? There it is. Let me pin it. I should have done that earlier. Boom. All right. There it is. If you need a VPN, it's not mine. That I can't help you with that. If you need a VPN, I can't help you with that. But scariest defeats. 7-0. Amedi covers Cruz Azul 2022. August 22. Yeah. Funnily enough. Funny. Second half we're waiting for to start. The Florida Panthers are playing in Finland. I didn't even hear about that. Florida Dallas too? I just saw the post about Reinhardt wearing the gold helmet. Because in Finland, if you're the top scorer in your team, you wear a gold helmet during practice. That's cool. Cool. I mean, yeah, that's about right over there. It's 9 o'clock. So yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Waiting for the second half to start. Just finished handing out candy, says Jimmy. Is Christmas dead too? No. No, I don't think so. I mean, it does feel a little bit weird. I won't lie. Christmas feels a little bit weird. Okay, Jerry. Okay, Jerry. I'll just wait for that one. But either way. Defensive touchdown for the Texans. I wasn't invited to a party. Okay, the Wi-Fi is just having a cow, I guess. Cool, Rory. That would be crazy. It's crazy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Last time I handed out candy, less than 5 people showed up to my old house. It's pretty crazy. Columbus versus Red Bulls game was a little boring, not going to lie. I also thought Columbus would win, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I feel like they'll come back. 3-0 Leafs. Should have just dressed up like Shrek. Should have just dressed up like Shrek. Second half's about to start. Here we go. Let me just go and make sure it's on perfect timing. And we're off. 49th minute. 49th minute, 1-0. We were like 5 minutes behind. Why does Tubi fall back like that? Jesus. Come on now. Someone did go as Michu and nobody recognized the dude. You'd have to be like me to recognize somebody who dressed up as Michu. And be like, hey, you know what? I love your costume. Are you that purple patch, one season wonder Michu? Cool. Cool. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. '50th minute, 1-0, 4-2 on aggregate. Cibao playing forward. Playing back, 51st minute. I ate Burger King 3 days ago, and I'm starting to regret it. Well, you worried you got E. coli? One, that was McDonald's, but who knows? I ate at Culver's yesterday, and I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good. Hate only having Rooney's DC kit. Yeah, that's also a problem. That's also a problem. Like, oh, Rooney's DC kit. Nobody thinks of him as a DC United player unless you're me. And even then, he's still... Honestly, he was worse as the manager. Him being the manager of that club made it bad for him. Playing forward is Raul Hope. Like, nobody... I mean, that jersey era was pretty cool, though. Yeah. I think people do trunk or treats more nowadays. Trick or treat started getting more dead as time went on, like 2015, 16. But I truly believe COVID killed trick or treating as we knew it to a certain extent. Like somebody has freaking, the way I see it, the way I think of it is somebody has candy in the trunk of their car. They're parked in a parking lot and you just go around the cars. You walk around the cars and they give you... That's what it sounds like to me. I've never seen one. I've only heard of one. I don't know if that's a St. Louis thing. I don't know. What I do know is that just sounds... It's like going to somebody's house. I guess it ain't too weird, but it's just different. Like, it just feels weird. You know? Like, it's like, oh, stranger danger. Like, they teach us about stranger danger, right? Be like, don't go into the white van. No, not as far as I can tell. Like, it's a sanctioned version of what we've been taught not to do our whole lives. Because it's like 30 cars and shit or whatever. I'm like, that feels weird. It's like, hey, you want some candy, kid? That's a church thing. Well, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. 55th minute. I believe in God. I don't go to church. If I hear a sermon, it's probably at 3 a.m. on a freaking local channel. Maybe a TikTok sermon. Either way. I do read the Bible, but I don't mind listening to a sermon, but, whatever. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but I think it's kind of grown past the church, though. Is the way it sounded when they were talking about it on freaking the news yesterday. ABC, CBS. On Sunday. Sermons on Saturday and Sunday at like 3 a.m. Faith Church. Joel Osteen. I still don't really like Joel Osteen, but Faith Church ain't bad. They ain't bad, but Joel Osteen, hell no. Hell no. I find Joel Osteen to be questionable at best. Questionable at best. My Nana didn't even like Joel Osteen. Hell, I don't even think my mom's mom likes Joel Osteen. And if she doesn't, And if she doesn't, that guy's wrong. That guy's wrong. Because my mom's mom is heavily a Bible thumper. Very, very, very good person. But she's a very good person. Don't get me wrong. But she's definitely heavily Christian. Probably, I'm not saying I ain't, but I mean, I am Christian. I wouldn't say stringent, but I'm a big believer. But I'm not, no. My mom's mom is definitely further down the spectrum. But if she thinks Joel Osteen's a fraud, he's a fraud. 57th minute. Just skeevy to me. He's just skeevy to me. What's your favorite large chain fast food place? I'm not going to McDonald's for like the next year. I can tell you that much right now. But I was always starting to, not like McDonald's anymore, to be totally honest. It's not because Trump hawk fries. No. I actually found that pretty funny. But McDonald's is fake. Like, McDonald's food is just so fake, it's not even funny. Like the chicken nuggets are like processed mashed chicken. The burgers are real. Like, maybe the realest thing is the burgers. You can't really fake fries either. But I used to really love McDonald's, but to me, I've just really been turned off on them. I think the first shot was them getting rid of the white hot chocolate. And then I'm like, you know what? This food seems faker. Like, Burger King, for me not liking it, their food seems more real. Like, their fast food seems more actual food. Same with Wendy's. Wendy's might be fast food, but it looks like a real burger. The chicken nuggets look like real chicken nuggets, not like processed mashed chicken meal or whatever, right? What else is there? I love Culver's. See, now the problem with that is he was lying like a motherfucker. Spurlock was lying like a motherfucker. McDonald's doesn't give you cirrhosis or give you a fatty liver. The man's a drunk. The man was a drunk. He was like, I never drank. Bullshit, he did. Like, go watch a video about it. He lied. Like, they looked. Like, yeah, McDonald's is probably bad for you, but it's not as bad as he was trying to portray it to be. And no, you probably shouldn't eat it every day. But he was lying like a motherfucker. He was lying like a motherfucker. And no. No. I mean, at me, yeah. But wait, are you saying the Leafs hat? Yeah, being an alcoholic. Pretty much, but I ain't eating McDonald's for like another year because the E. coli shit. I don't know when I'll get back to it, but I'm very hypochondriac-ish. So, no. And I was already sort of falling out of love with it, I guess. So, no. I'll just go to DQ or Culver's, thank you very much. Or Wendy's. Penn Station isn't big enough, but I love Penn Station. Subway isn't bad. It's not great, but it isn't bad. It's good for a pinch, you know. Subway's good for a pinch. I would rather have an actual Philly cheesesteak, but I could eat a steak and cheese Subway foot long. I have no problem with that. You know. 61st minute, 1-0. I ain't got a problem with that. In my opinion. Cibao's just playing this out. Vegeta cut. Vegeta cut. Panda Express. I would just rather go to an actual Japanese Chinese restaurant, you know. There's enough around me that I playing for it. For me, I don't really like Panda Express. I mean, there's more local Chinese, Japanese restaurants around me that I say both because I say both. Yep. The man was a nonce. Jared was a nonce. .62 minute. I think he is. I think he is. I haven't heard anything about him passing. I think he's got his ass kicked in prison, though. There we go. I agree. Give me Toronto and Libertadores. Hit over the head with a lead pipe. Toronto gets hit over the head with a lead pipe. In theory. Yeah. I don't know if they could change that, but we'll find out. Either way, this game is pretty boring. This CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Cibao Real Hope game is boring, and Cibao's just playing this out before to get to the final. While we're at it, Super Chats. $25 in Super Chats before Sunday, the end of the Sunday, third streams. The second stream on Sunday, the third. If I get $25 in all of Super Chats or gifted memberships or new memberships, I'll be live for the election results. We will do an election watch-along. They play later. Herediano Esteli plays at 9. I'm covering that. They were one after the other. It's one after the other. If it was at the same time, I don't care. Oh, he's trying to say Super League. Oh no! Oh dear Lord, what will we do? What will we do? Undershirt. See, here's the secret. I used to have a back brace for scoliosis. In grade 6, I got a back brace for scoliosis. Found I had scoliosis at my physical before grade 6. They referred me to, we went to a orthopedic doctor over in Missouri. Got checked, found I had scoliosis. They referred me to a prosthetics place or whatever. They fitted a brace, made one, plastic. Had to wear it for my whole time in junior high, except for like 1 hour breaks per day. Never had to have surgery for scoliosis though. But I always had to wear an undershirt so it didn't chafe my body, right? So I had the undershirt, then the brace, then a shirt over it, my actual clothes. So, but I never stopped. I got out of it at the end of my grade 8 year before I got into high school. And I never stopped wearing an undershirt for the 4 years of high school. And then the 5 years since I got out, I never stopped wearing an undershirt. And now, are they like Under Armour shirts? Yeah, I don't really like the feeling of a cotton undershirt. So it's a performance wicking undershirt. But because I had a brace and I got used to wearing the undershirt, I never stopped wearing an undershirt, even though I don't wear it anymore and I haven't for 10 years. Next May would be 10 years out of it. And no, I didn't have any surgeries or nothing when it came to scoliosis. The brace worked, never got to that danger zone of curve. And there you go. But I guess it's me saying I didn't have it as bad as others. I guess there's that little piece of maybe it's a reminder of where I've came from to a certain extent. I don't know. I kind of look at it like that it's a reminder of where I've came from. Like I have no scars on my back. So I guess wearing the undershirt is sort of a reminder of, hey, you got through this and you did everything you had to stop you from having to get it broken and fixed. And that crazy surgery, you did everything you could. And I guess it's a badge of honor to a certain extent that I did that. And that's, I guess, the way I've always looked at it. Also, just that I'm stubborn. If I have a way, I don't stop. But maybe it's also a fact of it's a badge of honor in my own mind, because a lot of people who do have scoliosis end up getting a surgery for it. Like I had somebody in my junior high who was a year above me who had scoliosis that had surgery. So the fact that I wore the brace so well back in those days, I had to get it taken off after 3 years and nothing happened. I mean, yeah, it's still, of course, the curve is still there, but it was 2 C curves too. Or no, I think maybe it was an S curve. Like one's to this way and one in my neck, it's more like this, and then lower, it's more like this. But either way, that's an S. But either way, probably would have made it worse. But, it is what it is, frankly. So that's just the way I see it. I got used to wearing an undershirt. I never stopped wearing it, but I also kind of see it as a badge of honor that I don't have any scars on my back, like giant, big scars on my back. So I think it's two-pronged, really. But it's also a reminder of where I came from and what's happened to me. So So there's that. 70th minute. No, it can't be. Rakitic? Because he went to Saudi but went back to Croatia. But that's not Rakitic. It's not Shaqiri either. Swiss. There's no Italian, so no. Rakitic? He came through with Barcelona. That makes no sense. It's not Modric. There's no England. Swiss. Trying to think. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Header. I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. He came through with Barca. I saw the 3 Spain. I'm like, didn't he play for like 3 Spanish teams before he left to Saudi? And then he did go to Saudi, right? And then he went back to Croatia. But no, it's not. That's the best. I know it's a wrong guess, but it's the best guess I have. Tell me, I'm stumped. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. I lost on Jeopardy, baby. Ooh, I lost on Jeopardy, baby. Yeah, it's Rakitic. He played for Sevilla twice. Oh! I thought I was wrong. Holy shit. So that's why you said how the I was like, oh. That was a shot. That was a shot. I thought I sailed it over the bar. I hit top bins from 50 yards. In theory. Played for Sevilla twice, yeah. Sevilla, Barca, Sevilla. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, okay. So what? I think he came through. He definitely is Barcelona to me, but I'm like, wait, did he come through Barcelona? With that being said, Rakitic is so underrated. I agree. 13th minute or 73rd minute, 1-0, 4-2. But I agree, he is. Raul Hope player down, 73rd minute. See where we are on the timer on CONCACAF. Perfect timing. Okay, good. While they got a stoppage going, I think maybe I should change for the next game. Plug this up. All right, there we go. 75th minute. Still 1-0. There's no way this goes to penalties. They scored, or even that they score 3. There's no way. So basically, I think Cibao has pretty much found their way through. I think they found their way through, to be totally honest. I think if we get to stoppage time and it's still 1-0, I think I might just push on to the next stream and get that one going, because if I don't, I'll probably be very, 3 or 4 minutes late. So we'll figure it out. If Real Hope gets a comeback bid going, they score a goal, figure it out. I mean, CPL's pretty easy. Go through the CPL store. I mean, if you know where to find it, it's not that hard. Now, I've seen there be Verdez shirts on that. I don't know what it's called. That one of the weird foreign kits. That website. I know some of the football YouTubers have put it over. Now that Mario Balotelli's back, he's taking Italy to the World Cup. You know what? I'd love to see it. You know what? I'd love to see it. I won't even lie. I would love to see it. Wendy's is definitely more real. I agree. '77th minute, but we've already discussed that. 4-2, 4-2 global, 1-0 Cibao at the half or in the second half. If this gets to stoppage time, 1-0, I might just start signing off there. It is what it is. And then start making the stream for the next. Ball crossed in. Saved. Who do you think has the best fries? I love Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A's fries. I like Arby's curly fries. McDonald's, the bad thing about them is they have the best normal fries. McDonald's' normal fries are the best. But if you want to talk about fries that aren't crinkle cut, well, I wouldn't say crinkle cut, but shoestring cut or crinkle cut, I love Arby's curly fries. Arby's is a good restaurant. I don't care what you say. And Chick-fil-A's waffle fries. Those are amazing. So, McDonald's fries, crinkle cut fries, whose is the best? Oh, I love Penn Station's fries, by the way. I love Penn Station's fries, by the way. They're amazing as well. Cookie, fries, hash brown. I love McDonald's hash browns. See, when I eat hash browns, I want to eat a hash brown patty. A hash brown patty, not a hash brown shredded. You know, like the shredded hash browns. I don't like those. I know the patty's made out of shredded hash browns. I get it. But I would rather eat a hash brown patty. When I think of hash browns, I think of McDonald's hash brown patties. But at least you can buy them at the store like that from Jimmy Dean or Orada or whatever. Hell, Great Value has them. The Orata ones are better, for sure. But try Dunkin' Hash Browns. I don't even think I have a Dunkin' Donuts around me, to be honest. The sides, it's the freaking... I mean, the burger's probably a little bit better, but the nuggets... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. They're in trouble if he's down. They're in trouble. '80th minute. Cibao. That is just... Damn, that's dirty. Enzo Fernandez told his wife he wants to live life on his own. They're still family, but he feels the need to experience a stage he skipped by choosing family and becoming a father early on. Enzo. That's just no. 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 That's good to hear CJ Stroud is walking. Enzo Fernandez, you fucking idiot. My God. If you're not ready to have a family and have kids, don't do it. And frankly, and if you're going to get married, well, one, you better be ready, but second of all, it better be somebody who reflects your values, understands what marriage means. Well, I mean, the way it was stated, I mean, can you blame me? I'm sorry, I read it wrong. At least it wasn't a... At least it's a... Well, I don't know. But at least it's a harmless mistake. Harmless cringe. Substitution for Al Hope, but this game's over. Cool, it's just funny. That's what it is. But back to Enzo Fernandez. Let me say, if you're going to get married, it better be to somebody who agrees with your values, represents your values, knows what marriage truly is, and isn't just doing it to have a party, have a big blowout bash. They want to get married to you. See, I believe Mike Leach. We already did the candy thing. Let's do the freaking elope thing. I don't know what the hell that is. We've already done the candy thing. Let's do the elopement thing. I agree with Mike Leach on elopement. If you're going to get married, elope. It's smarter to elope. But if you throw it out there, what you should do is throw it out there to see the reaction. I think we're going to go further on it. If your girlfriend, fiance, whatever is like, yeah, let's have a small wedding. Let's elope. I love that idea. You got the right one. You got one who loves you for you. You got one who loves you for you. If they don't mind having a small wedding or eloping and you throw it out there, they love you for you. They want to get married because they want to get married to you and not just for the party. And hey, if you want to give them a big wedding after that, do it. But hey, but in my opinion, I just got to be sure. I think that's a good way to see if somebody loves you for you. Because they're so hell-bent on a big wedding, there's something behind it. It's either part of the fact that you have a lot of money, they just want a big wedding, or they want the party. They'll do anything to get the party. So, it's my opinion. So, I do support the elopement thought. It's probably smart to elope. It's hard. It's easier to do, and frankly, you save money. But either way, point being is I know this I don't know if it's just me, but frankly, you want somebody who's going to be like, yeah, I'm fine. That sounds cool. Let's elope. Or small wedding, like just family and maybe some close friends. Like really close friends. That's my. If you have somebody who's very happy with that, I think you're good. I think y'all will be good. But that's just my opinion. I think a lot of people don't understand what marriage is truly for nowadays. That's just men and women, to be honest. But I've never seen. But the reason why that one's where it is, I've never seen a man be hell bent on a big wedding. I've never seen that before. So that's why that is that. But I legitimately believe both sides of the coin. They don't know what marriage means anymore. They don't. They just want. What do you mean? Are you saying a man who cares about a big wedding's not a man? Is that what you're saying? I never said that. He probably is. But again, I've never seen a man care about a big wedding. So that's why that side of it's. They're going to get married. They're doing it to get married. But even then, the status could be a thing. The status would be like, hey, I'm married and you're not. Could be a thing. But looks to me this stream will be over in a couple of minutes. I mean, the best jokes have a kernel of truth in them. Correa's offer for Florencio. But congratulations. Congratulations. Is it going to be a big one or is it going to be some small and intimate? But congratulations. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best in your marriage. I wish you all the best. Meant like for her, making it big for her. Yeah, but again, see, you're working a gray area. Yeah. Honestly, personally, I prefer a small wedding, in my opinion. Like, I'd prefer my family. I don't know how extended. I don't think there'd be anybody on my dad's side but my dad at this point. Let's just say on my dad's side of the family, well, my nana and pop are dead. My dad's brothers and sisters that are alive have honestly got themselves basically pushed out of our lives. So basically, If I ever get married, the only person on my dad's side of the family that'll be there is my dad. Well, we got some cousins on his side that I don't know. My mom's side of the family, I think probably everybody who's still alive on that side of the family would show up. But for me, at least. Of course, so my family, like, in my opinion, the wedding should be, it's stoppage time. Either way, families and maybe some close friends, really close friends. That's cool. That's cheap. With that being said, it's 1-0 Cibao going into stoppage time. Considering how tight these times are, I think we're going to cut it here because Raul Hope ain't coming back with 4 minutes to go. Cibao's going to the Caribbean Cup final to play Cavalier. Raul Hope's going to play Mocha in the third place matchup. We'll move on to the next stream, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. With that being said, I'll see where the result finishes. I'll write it down, and there you go. With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It is. There's no way they score 3 goals in 4 minutes. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share your friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you in a couple of minutes. With that being said, we'll move on. There you go. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Herediano Esteli next.